Welcome to Universe Live. I'm Eva Jane Hendricks.
And I'm Hassan El-Sheikh. It's Tuesday, March 28th, 2023. 3 children and 3 adults are killed in a mass shooting at a private Christian elementary school in Knoxville, Tennessee.
The officers had engaged the shooter by 10:27, and she was deceased.
Police are going over writings left behind by the 28-year-old shooter who they say left a manifesto and was once a student at the school.
Governor Spencer Cox orders all flags to fly at half-staff this week. The lowering of the flag is to honor the victims of the mass shooting in Nashville, Tennessee. Flags will stay lowered until sunset on Friday.
Senator Mitt Romney is getting criticized for his history of accepting money from the National Rifle Association. Some on social media say the senator has blood on his hands for accepting millions of dollars from the NRA.
A major avalanche is caught on camera at Sundance Ski Resort. Take a look.
That's one of the biggest avalanches I've ever seen in real life.
The avalanche slid from Mount Timpanogos into the ski area boundaries, and the resort says no one was hurt.
It's Green Week, and BYU is holding several events until Thursday to celebrate. Today there will be a fair until 2 p.m. in the Wilkinson Terrace, a gallery talk tomorrow at noon in the Museum of Art, and a Thursday forum at the Zion Auditorium at 5 p.m.
This year's Dirty Dozen, a list from Environmental Working Group, has been released. The list shows the 12 grocery products most contaminated by pesticides. Robin Christensen has the full list. Robin, what is at the top of this list?
Strawberries were ranked #1 on the Dirty Dozen list, meaning they were found to be the most contaminated with pesticides.
The Environmental Working Group, or EWG, analyzes data from the FDA and Department of Agriculture on testing of nearly 50,000 samples of 46 different fruits and vegetables. The produce are ranked and sent out in a list called A Shopper's Guide to Pesticides in Produce. Produce manager of Sprouts and Spanish Fork, Tyler Caldwell, says that he hasn't been affected by the pesticides.
It's usually in romaine lettuce, like around December, we'll get E. coli outbreaks. That's pretty much it. We have to throw away all the salad.
Besides strawberries, the Dirty Dozen for 2023 includes spinach and kale, which Tyler says they do have a problem with occasionally.
The old stuff off. I mean, it's old, but it's still fine. It's like a day old. And then we put the new stuff underneath and the old stuff on top, so people buy that first, just to keep it fresh.
On the other end, the EWG also releases a Clean 15 list with the produce least contaminated by pesticides. This year's Clean 15 include avocados, onions, pineapple, and sweet corn. Tyler says the biggest thing they do for quality control is rotating the fruits and vegetables. He also says that the customers who get upset over produce are usually looking for organic fruits and vegetables.
Usually they're just having a bad day.
The EWG says they test the fruits and vegetables for pesticides after they've been prepared the way they would be at home, meaning washed and, when needed, peeled. Reporting in Provo for Universe Live, I'm Robin Morris Christensen.
Thanks, Robin. For more information about EWG's list about pesticides on produce,
Shows 1 in 48-year-olds in Utah has autism. The study includes 2 reports. The first examined 8-year-olds in 11 sites across the country, including Utah. In Utah, boys are nearly 4 times more likely to have autism than girls. The second report reveals data from 4-year-olds to assess early autism diagnosing. According to the second report, Utah had the lowest rate of autism in this age group. However, Utah was among the highest number of children expected to have autism but were not yet diagnosed.
the man suing Gwyneth Paltrow over a collision on the slopes takes the stand to testify.
Serious smack. Never been hit that hard, and I'm flying. I'm absolutely flying.
76-year-old Terry Sanderson is suing actress Gwyneth Paltrow over a 2016 skiing incident. Sanderson claims Paltrow crashed into him, but she claims the opposite.
Yes. I couldn't see in the back of my head,
Sure.
but I felt a body press against my back.
Paltrow testified on Friday. Her lead counsel plans to bring in a skiing expert as well as a neurological rehabilitation expert to testify on her behalf today. Today will mark day 6 of the trial out of the 8 days allowed by the judge. Sanderson filed the suit for $3.1 million in damages, but the judge lowered the doctor's claim to $300,000. Paltrow is countersuing for $1 and legal fees.
The body of a 38-year-old snowmobiler was found late last night after an avalanche in Pole Canyon near Cedar Fort. A call came in from a man last night about 6, informing dispatch that he and a friend were snowmobiling in Pole Canyon when an avalanche roared down the mountain. The caller said that his friend was buried by the avalanche and search and rescue was sent out to the area.
We've got, I don't know, a dozen or two search and rescue volunteers up there They're using beacons and probes and shovels.
The man had a beacon that allowed search and rescuers to locate his body. His body was found last night buried 22 feet below the snow. The identity of the man has not been released.
An avalanche occurred outside of Sundance yesterday afternoon. Sundance stated that this avalanche started on Mount Timpanogos and slid to an area outside their boundary. However, videos showed that dust and wind reached guests of the resort. Nobody was injured, and the park is still open as the deposition never made it to the Sundance property line. Sundance thanked their ski patrol for working hard to ensure the safety of the mountain.
The ski season will be the longest in history at Solitude Mountain Resort. The resort is extending the ski season to May 21st in wake of the recent snowfall. Lifts will remain open daily until May 7th and then will operate Fridays to Sundays until May 21st. The resort has reached a record of more than 700 inches of snow, with 73 inches falling in the week preceding the decision. This year's snowfall has been the highest for Utah since 2008.
Around 20 elk have returned to the Salt Lake Country. To the Country Club golf course. Last week, 100 elk were relocated from the area by the Utah Highway Patrol and Department of Wildlife Resources. However, 20 of the animals found their way back onto the course. The elk have likely come down from the mountains in search of food. There are no more plans to move the elk yet.
Hundreds of 5th and 6th graders came to BYU last Thursday as part of Y Serves Project Youth Day. Alexa Elliott shows us what the day was all about.
Project Youth Day of Service is an annual event from BYU's Y-Serve program. Project Youth brings hundreds of 5th and 6th graders from Title I schools to BYU to see what campus life is like and to instill a desire for higher education.
And we really want to help them see that they have a place here at college and that they can pursue higher education.
Many of the children come from low-income, dual language, or immigrant families.
One of my favorite parts of the event is watching how excited the kids get to see people who come from similar backgrounds as they do, presenting to them or leading them around campus.
College students gave them tours in small groups. The elementary school students then split up into breakout rooms. They went to special collections in the library, met with First Generation Student Organization, and attended a YChem show. To finish the day, a power rally with speakers and performances, including the Hip Hop Club, BYU basketball player Trey Stewart.
What do you think a snapshot is?
Softball player Hunter Ava. Sociology professor Ben Gibbs.
Who knows what this is?
And Michael Godell from Living Legends.
Be true to who you are. Believe in yourself. Even if you hit roadblocks here and there, it's okay. Just keep going.
Project Youth is showing kids that college is exciting and attainable. Reporting for Universe Live in Provo, I'm Alexa Elliott.
The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints releases several new videos to celebrate this upcoming Easter.
Jesus Christ didn't come to condemn you. He came to complete you. Because that's what it means to be so loved.
The church has released 2 inspirational videos over the past 3 weeks, along with an orchestral concert entitled The Redeemer on Sunday. All new Easter content is available on the Come Unto Christ YouTube page, with the inspirational videos also posted on the church's Instagram and Facebook pages.
The Provo Police Department celebrates their latest addition to the Bomb Squad, K9 Scout. Bomb Squad Commander Louis Begman, his search for a new bomb dog as K9 Mira neared retirement. Louis interviewed Scout after answering a shelter's advertisement for a dog that would, quote, destroy your yard and, quote, wouldn't listen to anyone unless you had a toy. Strange as it may sound, those traits were exactly what the force was looking for. Scout and his handler, Officer Tona, went through explosive detection training together and have served together for 19 months now. Last week, this dynamic duo took second place in the Las Vegas Metro Police K9 trials. Now that's a good boy. Thanks for joining us today for Universe Live.
Have a great day.